Every morning, the same window, the same spot. Before you've had your coffee, before the house has woken up, before the day has asked anything of anyone, your cat is already there, sitting at the window, watching, still, as if it has been waiting for something that only it knows is coming. You've seen it so many times it barely registers anymore. You walk past, you pour your coffee, you move on with your morning. But somewhere in the back of your mind, you've wondered, what is my cat looking at? What is it waiting for? And why, every single morning, does it choose that window? This video is going to tell you exactly what's happening, and some of it is going to surprise you. Most people assume their cat sits at the window to watch birds, or to feel the sun. And yes, those things are part of it, but they are not the whole story. Because if it were just about birds, your cat would sit at any window. If it were just about sunlight, it would follow the warmth around the house. But it doesn't. It goes back to the same window, at the same time, with the same focused, unhurried attention, every morning, like a ritual it has chosen and committed to. Rituals mean something. In every living creature, repeated deliberate behavior is a form of communication. Your cat is not sitting at that window out of habit. It is sitting there because that window, that specific place, at that specific hour, means something to it that you haven't fully understood yet. Let's start with what science tells us. Because what's happening in your cat's body and brain during those morning window sessions is remarkable. The first thing to understand is that cats are crepuscular. They are most naturally alert and active at dawn and dusk. These are the hours when light shifts, when the world between night and day blurs at its edges. Your cat's nervous system is wired to peak at exactly this time. Its vision sharpens. Its hearing extends. Its entire sensory system reaches its highest point of sensitivity right at the moment the sun begins to rise. When your cat sits at that window in the early morning, it is not resting. It is hunting, not physically, but cognitively. Every bird that moves, every shadow that shifts, every sound that travels through the glass. Your cat is processing all of it simultaneously at a level of sensory detail we cannot access. That stillness you see, that is not peace. That is absolute, total concentration. But here is what most people don't know. Cats who perform this window ritual consistently, same window, same time, same posture, have been shown in behavioral studies to have significantly lower cortisol levels throughout the day. The morning window session is not just instinct, it is regulation. It is how your cat prepares itself for the day, how it processes the boundary between the night world and the day world, how it settles into its environment before the chaos of daily life begins. Your cat is, in its own way, meditating. Now let's go deeper, because across nearly every culture that has kept and observed cats, the window carries a specific significance that goes beyond behavior. In many traditions, windows are thresholds, not just between inside and outside, but between the seen and the unseen, between the world we navigate every day and the one that exists just past what our senses can reach. And cats, as we have explored in previous videos, have always been understood as creatures who live at exactly that boundary. In Japanese folklore, a cat sitting at a window watching the morning was considered a guardian of the household, not a passive one, an active one. It was believed that the cat's morning vigil served a protective function, that it was watching not just for physical threats, but for disturbances in the energy of the home. In Celtic tradition, the dawn hours, the time between first light and full sunrise, were considered the most spiritually porous time of day, the time when messages could pass most clearly between worlds. And cats, who are most alert precisely at that hour, were seen as natural receivers of whatever those messages carried. What your cat sees at that window in the early morning, what holds its attention so completely, so quietly, so consistently, may be something that our eyes are not calibrated to detect. But your cats are. So what does it mean, specifically, when your cat returns to your window every morning? Here are the 5 things it may be telling you. The first meaning: your cat has chosen that window as its post of protection. Cats are territorial by nature, but their territory is not random. Every position a cat holds consistently has a function. The morning window cat is not decorating your home. It is standing watch. It has decided that this window, this direction, this view is where attention is most needed. It is guarding what it cannot name, but it guards it every day without fail. The second meaning: your cat is processing something it sensed during the night. Cats are awake for significant portions of the night. During those hours, they pick up sounds, vibrations, changes in energy within and around the home that we sleep through completely. The morning window session may be your cat's way of checking, in the light, with full vision. Whatever it detected in the dark, it is verifying. It is completing something it started while you were asleep. The third meaning: your cat is maintaining a connection to something or someone outside. This is the meaning that is hardest to say plainly, but it is the one most people feel when they watch their cat at the window long enough. That quality of attention is not directed at random. It focuses, it holds. It sometimes fixes on a point in the yard, or the street, or the sky, and stays there for minutes at a time without wavering. Cats have been observed doing this near places where people they bonded with used to sit. Near trees, a person used to tend. Near a gate, someone used to walk through. Whatever is on the other side of that window, your cat has a reason to watch for it. The fourth meaning: your cat is inviting you to stop. This one is quiet and easy to miss. When your cat is at the window in the morning, it is completely present, not anticipating the rest of the day, not processing the day before, just there, in that moment, watching what is in front of it. Some cats, in the middle of that stillness, will look back at you, just once, just briefly, as if checking whether you have noticed what they are doing, as if wondering whether you might sit down beside them. That look is an invitation to pause, to be present, to share the morning with the one creature in your home who never takes it for granted. The fifth meaning: this window is where your cat feels closest to whatever it is searching for. We may not know what that is. Your cat may not be able to tell us. But the consistency, the loyalty to that specific spot, that specific hour, that specific direction, tells us that something there matters, something there calls to it, And your cat answers that call every single morning without being asked, without being taught, without ever needing a reason you would understand. The next time your cat is at its window in the morning, don't walk past. Sit down near it. Not to disturb it, not to redirect its attention toward you, just to be in the same space, to share the same morning light, to look for a moment in the same direction your cat is looking. You won't see what it sees, but you will feel something, a kind of stillness that is hard to find anywhere else in a day, a quality of quiet that your cat carries into that moment and holds with a patience and a completeness that most of us spend our whole lives trying to learn. Your cat sits at that window every morning because something there matters. And the fact that it has chosen to do it in your home, in your light, within the life you have built together, that matters too. It is not just a visit. It is never just a visit. Does your cat have a window it returns to every morning? Tell me in the comments which window, what direction, and what time. I want to know. And if you've ever sat down beside your cat while it was doing this and felt something you couldn't quite explain, share that too. Because someone reading your words tonight is going to recognize exactly what you mean. If this video helped you see your cat's morning ritual differently, share it with someone who lives with a cat. They need to see this. And the next video, it's about something that may be the most misunderstood thing cats do. What it really means when your cat brings you something it caught. What that ancient behavior is actually communicating. And why it matters more than most people realize. I'll see you there.